thousands have asked.
Give us a longer tutorial! 6 million on TikTok.
8 million on Instagram.
3.8 million on YouTube. And millennial goddess herself, Snooki, chimed in.
It all starts off with a zigzag part. Take something pointy, I'm using a rat tail, and draw your zigzag as deep or as little as you'd like. The trick to getting it perfect is keeping it together and split right where the pointy part of the comb is up top. Doing this little trick will guarantee a clean, even zigzag part every time, no matter what pattern you choose. Now our special pieces. Take out the little tips of each part of the zigzag. We are going to keep these and save them for the end of the hairstyle.
Because every 90s kid deserves to feel like the 6th member of the Spice Girls.
And same trick, follow it through to the end of the comb like that, and they all come out perfectly together. Clip these babes off to the side.
See you later, alligator.
We must zig and zag all the way to the back. Don't feel discouraged. This part is kind of hard. And as you can see right here, it takes me more than one try. Like, the comb is stuck. What's going on? Oh my god. After getting a better perspective, I zigged and I zagged. Did the little comb trick right where you split where the piece is at. And boom! We have a zigzag part. Now you gotta gel her down. Wet gel, dry hair, and 0 regrets. This is where muscle memory came in. I started doing it exactly like I did when I was a teen. My hair is too long to do the exact 1999 look I did.
But this millennial's living on a prayer and some vanilla lip smackers lip gloss.
Because I am determined. I'm like, let me show you how to do this ponytail. Loop it through and have the cutest little bun on the end. Babes, just imagine you're sitting here waiting for that picture to download. And here's where I discover my ends are just way too long. But I'm a determined queen. I'm gonna see. I'm like, okay, what can I do? What can I play? I really want to do this look authentic. Like, I'm gonna make this work.
So get your Dunkaroos and Capri Sun and some Sunny D.
We's about to see magic happen.
Cause you don't want to be missing me like candy.
I feel like I properly prepared you for how determined I was. I just kept redoing these buns. I just was like, how could I make it work? How could I get the ends to be a little smaller? Like, they gotta spike up. They can't have all of these heavy ends on it, you know? Muscle memory was coming in strong. I just sat there and played and pinned.
Just keep pinning, just keep pinning, just keep pinning.
And you can literally see it on my face. Like, I'm not sure about this. I'm like, it's not looking. It's not looking like how I remembered. But that is what's so fun about doing these looks and reliving these moments. Like, how special it is to do a look I did when I was 13 years old. And, you know, I could just see the ends are not working. This is way too long. So I'm going to try, like, my little trick where I twist it and then pin and twist and pin. The whole goal is to get that beautiful fanned ends that Mandy Moore had. I really wanted to slow down this technique. You slide the bobby pin to the end on the amount of length you want left out to be spiky. Then you just sit there and you twirl it, and you just keep twirling it. You could do this with all lengths. Once you feel like you've got it really close to the bun or the ponytail, just take that bobby pin and slide it right into your base, whatever that is, a ponytail, a bun, a braid.
And that felt like printing out MapQuest instructions and still getting lost.
Still determined because I'm living for this. I try a new technique. I'm going to twist it and remove some of my length by twisting it around each other and it being more of a tight little bun instead of just that little loop-de-loop bun that I was trying to do. Instant joy as I see it working. I'm like, yes, I'm removing so much length so fast. As we all know, Y2K late 90s looks required tons of bobby pins. And if you could eliminate some of that length without having to just keep pinning it, It'll feel better on the head, trust me. You know, because I'm getting ready for my close-up on TRL. In reality, I would have just walked to Kmart to see my friend in this look. And uh-oh, I see it. I left out too little of ends.
At first you don't succeed. Pick yourself up, but try again, try again.
Okay, because I am trying to make this work. And I can see, I'm like, it's not working. Oh no. But this is actually so authentic, as that's what we did in our rooms. We played and we played and we played until we liked something. Making all those happy little mistakes, like Father Ross would say. Because that's what's so beautiful about 90s hair and Y2K hair, is mistakes actually was the vibe. Your mistakes just made you look more original and more unique. We all had so much individual personality and style starting at a young age. So doing it and redoing it, like we just got better and we figured out what we liked or what felt comfortable on us. Delia's catalog was Bible. Ting Vogue couldn't be missed. And my buns are fanning. And hairspray like the ozone is still a problem. This part takes real talent. Take your hands and swoosh. And swoosh again, making those perfect little spiky fans.
Cause we are supernova girls.
Now, time for our little special pieces we left out. We're gonna hairspray them so stiff, because the real MVP of 1999 was Aquanet and Blind Optimism. When your hair crunched if you moved, that was the sound of success. Hair so stiff, you could go into battle. Because sometimes we'd actually fall asleep in this hair and wake up the next day and just keep going. We actually had to go knock on your friend's door to go catch up, so we was just busy walking everywhere and hanging out. And darlings, if you did not add glitter at the end, did you even do a Y2K look? One does not simply apply glitter. One commits to glitter. A little body glitter, a little delusion. That's the real recipe to millennial success. Because if your glitter didn't leave a visible trail, were you even doing it right? I always like to bring them down to pieces pretending like they were highlights. I always did fake chunky highlights with glitter. Everything we did, every look we did was so creative. And of course, we got to be bedazzled. Took me a few tries to figure out how to get the gems to stick to my hair. And third time's a charm. And this is the moment every millennial lived for. You know, with our finished looks, we thought we were going to get scouted for a music video. Hoping to wait outside TRL, I totally got plucked out of the crowd and discovered with this look today. I'm so happy everyone loves it.